Our host, Rich Herrera.
And that's when things got bad.
And the list of things he is thinking about in that huge size 8 Chrome Magnum head of his.
Look at the size of that boy's head. That's like an orange on a toothpick.
You're gonna give the boy a complex.
Well, that's a huge noggin. Has its own weather system.
Why didn't you tell me that the stream wasn't working? Here I am talking to people on YouTube and Facebook, but we're not even on until now.
Well, we are a radio station at the first
Well,
and foremost.
you could have said, Rich, turn the stream on.
Well, I mean, if you were in the middle.
Fat Finger Rich.
You were in the middle of your speech. I didn't want to interrupt.
Well, you whisper in my ear all the time and tell me things.
I do, but I try not to because I know it throws you off.
That doesn't throw me off. You can talk to me in the middle of things.
Okay.
You know your job.
I think this is one of the traits of a really good producer. Keep the talent happy.
That's your job.
Okay.
That's your job, is to make me happy.
Yes, it is.
I'll see how you do with that one. All right, here's what's rattling around my big old head. Hey, is it time to start talking in earnest about Arizona, San Diego State? How many days away are we, Dragon Ball?
We are 8 days, 21 hours, and 18 minutes away.
All right, I'll tell you right now, according to DraftKings, we have a line on the game. What is it? You know? Bueller. Cats are a 6-point dog on the road to San Diego State. 6-point dog.
That's it?
Why, you thought it would be more?
I thought it would at least be 13, maybe 12 points.
Really?
Well, considering, again, this is a team that's coming off a one-win season last year in San Diego State. They did do pretty well in their opening schedule last season as well. I mean, we talk about all the time about how many Pac-12 teams they beat last year.
So is this a sucker bet? Vegas is only making the Cats a 6-point dog, thinking Cat fans are going to jump on that? Heck yeah, I'm going to jump on that at 6. I feel good.
At 6 points, yeah.
I'd rather it be 13 and Arizona wins straight up.
Right.
But I would take Arizona. I might open a DraftKings account. If they're going to have the Cats at 6, I might do that. And jump on that. I think I'll take the Cats. I think I'll take the Cats and get the 6 points. That tells you that Vegas sees that Arizona has a huge influx of talent, and that is Power 5 versus Group of 5. Are you happy with that? I'm pretty good. If I'm an Arizona fan and I'm a 6-point dog on the road to San Diego State, the team that pasted me last year here in Tucson, I'll take that.
And again, this is a 2-loss team last season.
Yeah, you know what? I feel pretty good about that one. That's a little bit of respect right there, son. That's some respect, Tucson, that you got for your Arizona Wildcats.
This was a team that lost in the Mountain West Football Championship game last season. So I mean, this is no slouch of a San Diego State team that's coming into this season.
All right, I'm going to take that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take Arizona and get the 6.
I'd say that's a safe bet.
I might have to see what the money line is on that one as well. That's one of the big things that's rattling around in my head. Now we can actually start talking about point spreads and where the Cats are. Are they getting any respect in Vegas? I think that's pretty good respect in Vegas. You guys agree, disagree, you can call into the program 520-848-1290 or text into the show 520-848-1290. Text the word Rich to talk to us. All right, I got something interesting for you. Dave Hickey, and I'm going to get into this in the next segment. So we had Dave Hickey on Tuesday. He's going to come on with us every Tuesday, right?
Right.
And I keep telling people a couple things. Be careful who you get your information from. Be careful who you pay attention to on Twitter and all you message board numbskulls. And who's actually got sources. So you know I'm a big fan of John Canzano.
Yes.
Legitimate reporter. John Wilner. Legitimate reporter. But how about this one? So we had Dave Hickey on the other day. What was one of the takeaways from our conversation with the athletic director from the University of Arizona? One of the big ones for me, Dragon Ball, was that he said Arizona is not just the TV households that we have in Tucson. Because I've been making the assumption, all right, so who are the best, most important schools in all of this? So I was going USC, UCLA, big media market. Stanford, Cal, big media market. Washington, big media market. Eugene, the power of Oregon football in that brand, and Phil Knight. Makes sense? So Dave Hickey disagreed with me yesterday. He said, no, actually, our media market isn't just Tucson, Arizona. We consider all of the state of Arizona our media market. And I said, really? And he said, yeah, we share this media market with Arizona State. And I've been thinking about that for the last couple days because it didn't really dawn on me that if you talk about the coverage for Alabama, for instance, the coverage for Alabama football is not just Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It's all of the South and all the state of Alabama could be considered Alabama's media market. I'll give you a better example. Texas A&M's in College Station. Texas A&M, the media market for Texas A&M is not just College Station. It's Houston, the big city next to it, and more of the state of Texas. Austin, the state capital of Texas, is not just the only media market that Texas considers home. They consider the entire state of Texas their home. Oklahoma is in Norman. It's a little college town. Their media market is also Oklahoma City. So why wouldn't Tucson's media market, or why would Arizona's media market be confined to just Tucson? Because there's a lot of Cat fans up in Arizona alum that are up in Phoenix. It is a regional brand. It is a statewide brand.
We have one of our own, our favorite callers, in Paul from Phoenix.
Yeah. So when I heard that from Dave Hickey, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. So we had on the former president of Fox Sports. Being able to talk to an insider like that, those are the kind of guys that I care about what they have to say, not some idiots on Twitter that don't have blue check marks like me. So what I saw today in Canzano's article, and I'll bring it all to you, he had Bob Thompson, who is beyond reproach when it comes to being an authority in all of this. Former president of Fox Sports, has negotiated a lot of these deals. He put the evaluation of Arizona's media market and total households and their TV reach is the exact same number as Arizona State. That's pretty interesting. So he went through and ranked, and I'll give you his rankings when he how he says, here's the evaluation that each of these schools brings to the table. So Arizona, because it's all predicated upon football, we're in the bottom half of the Pac-12. But television market-wise, I was surprised he came right back, just like Hickey surprised me. The power of Arizona football, the power of Arizona in the media marketplace is not just Tucson, Arizona. It's also Phoenix and the state of Arizona, which gives me even more optimism that Arizona is going to be okay when all the realignment's done. We're going to get into that. You'll want to hear those numbers coming up. NFL football on Prime tonight. Do you have that stream? Will you be watching? The San Francisco 49ers are playing. I might even watch it on my iPad here in the studio.
When is the kickoff?
I think it's like 5:30, I think.
5:30?
It's early.
Okay.
How do you feel about NFL games going on a exclusive streaming service for Thursday Night Football? Like, you're not going to be able to watch it at your house if you don't have Prime. I don't like it. It's starting to become like, sometimes I feel like leagues hold me up by my shoes and shake me to see all the money fall out of my pocket so they can grab it.
Yep.
That's just a straight up cash grab. It's kind of like when they started the NFL Network, they put the last Thursday Night Football Turkey Day game on.
Yeah.
So you had to watch. They put the biggest game of the year was on Thanksgiving. They put it on NFL Network. So you had to call your cable operator, please give me NFL Network. I got to get the same feeling for this one. Now, I will tell you this, Tucson. I will tell you this. I got your back. You know where you can hear all of Thursday Night Football? Right here with this guy, 1290. We'll have all the games on for free. And it's free on 1290. And how about this? You can even stream them on our app and our website if you live in the Tucson market. So if you don't have Prime and your team's playing, we'll have it for you on the radio. Why? Because that's the kind of guys we are around here. I'm still trying to get into Hard Knocks. Have you watched this?
No.
Meh.
Nothing.
I don't get anything out of it.
I've been more stuck on trying to get caught up on the on Primal on HBO rather than watching Hard Knocks.
Dive.
All right, what is it?
All right, it's a animation series that follows a caveman and a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and they just go on speechless adventures throughout prehistory.
Are you not entertained?
No, not really.
I like it. It's a good show.
Shall I even go further down the rabbit hole of the Dragon Ball? What do you say, folks?
You don't need to.
Dive.
Okay, what is this show again?
It's called Primal. And it's just about a caveman and a T-Rex that team up to try and survive in prehistory with all kinds of magic and monsters and what have you.
So how big is this T-Rex?
It's probably like a large horse. It's not necessarily too big.
So that's not really the size of a T-Rex.
Although they change the size of the dinosaurs depending on what the threat needs to be.
All right, folks, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Dive.
So the T-Rex can change.
No. The T-Rex does not change size. There are other dinosaurs that are bigger than this, like T-Rex, and that sometimes will be what determines the threat of the episode for the day.
Can the T-Rex talk?
No, T-Rex does not talk. It growls. Caveman does not talk. He grunts. That's it. There's no speech. There's no dialogue. Nothing. It's just everything is animation.
I'm not drunk, madam, but you're giving me an idea.
Everything's just animation and action, and it's awesome.
Oh, it's an animated show.
Yeah, it's all hand animated.
So can you act out, because you mime and act out some of the parts of the radio show?
Probably
can you act out? Here, I'll put you on the big camera.
I probably wouldn't be able to do it
Here,
justice.
The Dragon Ball cam is on. Give me some of the dialogue from the show you watch.
That's the dialogue.
Like I said, they grunt to.
Very, very, very rarely. It's honestly spoken more so like with just their looks at each other. Like, okay, we're making
All right, let's
plans
try.
here.
Let's try. You ready?
Okay.
Look at the camera. Look at me. Which one are you? Am I the caveman or am I the T-Rex?
I don't even know anymore. The sounds are so similar at this point.
Which do you want to be? You be the caveman. I'll be the T-Rex.
I'd rather we abstain.
No, I'm having so much fun with this. And by the way, Riggs is watching us. My son, who's on his ship right now, getting ready to disembark. He's coming home tomorrow. General Benz, look out. This guy's been out to sea for about 60 days and has grown an awful mustache. He's rolling into town. Lock up everybody.
Does he know if he's going to the electric district yet?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
All I know is he's here for a couple days before he goes to Japan. So since he's watching, let's entertain him. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll be the T-Rex. You be the caveman?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Spear and Fang. Those are the two characters.
Okay, so which am I?
Fang would be the T-Rex. Spear is the caveman.
Dive.
And we don't say words. We just grunt at each other.
It's grunts
All
and
right,
yells.
Look, here I am. See, I got the little T-Rex arms if you're watching. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's about it.
Are you mad at me for pointing out the absurdity of the show?
Well, I mean, it's just like it didn't need to go for that much of a pound.
Well, I mean, but you were watching it. I said, what are you watching? Hard Knocks? You go, oh, no, I'm watching the show about a T-Rex and a caveman that don't talk.
It's very good animation. I highly suggest it to anybody who wants to see a very well animated series, especially considering that HBO apparently doesn't have a lot of animation series on there anymore.
Can you get me a soundbite from the show?
I will see if I can find something.
You know what? I might want to watch that instead of Hard Knocks because Hard Knocks has just not done it for me this year.
No.
No, I don't really like. See, normally you start pulling for some of the players. I don't even know if I'm pulling for any of them.
I mean, you kind of at least hope for Jared Goff. I feel like
they don't even mention his name.
I don't think they can, because Jared Goff is going to stick around because he's got this huge contract. It's going to be all the guys that are they on the bubble,
right? But at least
those are who
they'll
focus
show
on.
Baker Mayfield. They'll show the quarterbacks. They're not even talking about him
because he was a rookie at the time. They weren't sure if he was going to start or anything else like that.
It sucks.
This year's like there's no one really on the Lions where you're thinking, are they going to stay? Are they going to go?
So what's my character's name again? Fang?
If you were the T-Rex, I'm the Fang.
Let's see, what else? Oh, did you hear my cousin Alan Shipnuck on Jim Rome today?
I heard that he was going on today.
He was a beast. We should play some of that later. Oh, and by the way, I've decided I'm going to bet beer this year against everybody. So I'm putting everybody on Arizona's schedule on points right now. I want you.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Bring it. I am going to put up a 6-pack of beer for all 12 games against sports talk shows across America. If you've got the guts, I want a piece of you. College sports talk show guys in other markets that are playing the Cats that are willing to bet me beer.
Welcome to the show.
Bring it. Don't sing it. All right, that's what's rattling around in my big old head. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Hey, are you Arizona's biggest fan? If you are, go to WildcatsRadio1290.com. You have a chance to win football season tickets, 4 to be exact. Take a photo showing you going like Bill Walton says, and submit it. Well, actually, I don't think you could take a picture of the word right?
I'm sure you can add it, though, in like an Instagram filter. I'm sure there's something that you can do with that, like a Snapchat, like bubble or something.
Can you find me that soundbite of him going?
I'll look it up.
See if you can find that. Anyway, if we pick you, you'll win 4 season tickets to Arizona football. Go to WildcatsRadio1290.com to enter. All right, why was Dave Hickey spot on yesterday or Tuesday when he came on the program? We will go through that for you next. Oh, by the way, let me say hi to Riggs. Can't wait to see you, son. Very proud of you. Can't wait for you to come home. And we are going to rage this weekend in Tucson when you come home, I promise. All right, that's Dragon Ball. I'm Rich Herrera. This is the home of the Arizona Wildcats. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Rich Herrera. This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290. And our website, WildcatsRadio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins. Throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three. Blocked again by Koloko. Barlow grabs it. It's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way. Out to Tabellas. Down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball. Down by 11. So they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home. And foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what? Driving down that was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen. Picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's a
tied.
Huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake. Rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down. Trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps into the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12.
90.
Good for the Wildcats. What is that supposed to be? That is a Wildcat getting serious. Good for the Wildcats.
Oh, it's not. Okay, now we know.
And knowing is half the battle, as G.I. Joe once told us.
I think Bill Walton deserves a key to the city.
I would think that if he hasn't already been on the receiving end of...
Bill Walton deserves a key to the city and a lifetime pass to Biosphere 2.
I feel like he may already have that. We just don't know about it.
And he should never have to pay taxes in Tucson again.
I don't know if that's how it works, that you could be rescinded from taxes.
Okay, what else can we give him then? What else can we give him?
We could probably try to go ahead and...
Like he gets to eat anywhere he wants for free?
I think he doesn't care about that. I think if we go ahead and give him a lifetime pass to the
Biosphere 2?
The national parks here, I think he'll be fine. He loves to do his hiking in the desert and doing all that.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. It's Wildcats Radio 1290. Those of you that are watching us online, hello. Those of you that are listening, hello. And those of you that aren't smart enough to listen to this radio station, how about that? All right, so we had Dave Hickey on the show Tuesday, right?
Yes.
And Dave Hickey said something that made me go, And we were talking about the valuation of the University of Arizona and the TV markets. And he said something that I hadn't thought of before. And I was like, you have the soundbite for me, right?
Yeah, I got his kind of the lead into that, and then his the second part.
Okay, here's Dave Hickey with us on Tuesday then.
Yeah, again, I think we offer a lot as a pair. I think there's great value in what we have. Again, our television market, in my opinion, is the state of Arizona, and it's an excellent market as you look for that and compare it across the country. So, that whether that's Arizona or Arizona State, I think we're all in this somewhat together in the state of Arizona. We'll move forward, and we'll move forward in the right way that really puts the University of Arizona in the right spot. And I'm very confident in our brand. I'm very confident in our leadership. I'm very confident in the success that we've had. The investment we make athletically, where we want to be in the spectrum, what type of an institution we are academically. Those are all key components when you look for what's going to happen in the future. Who could we attract? Who would be our partners going forward with schools and media? Those are all important considerations. Well, again, I think we and I'll say the group in Tempe, we share. We share with AS. We share this state. Okay, that's our television market. We have people all over this state, and when you value the University of Arizona, you're valuing the television market in the state of Arizona, much like they do in other sections of our footprint, where there's a larger area that they value as the media market. And this is a strong media market with a lot of interest in Arizona athletics. There's no question. You're just not going to put us in the city limits of Tucson and call that our television market. That's not how this works.
And again, shame on me, because I come from the valuation when I worked on broadcast right deals. I was looking at a different model. So professional sports are a little bit of a different model, mainly because professional teams are in bigger markets. So you look at the San Francisco DMA, you look at the Los Angeles DMA. When I say Los Angeles DMA, it's not just Los Angeles proper, it's Westwood. It's the Valley. It's down in Orange County. It's out in Riverside. It's the DMA. So I think I've underestimated the Wildcats DMA. It's not just the city of Tucson, because if it was the city of Tucson, we'd be in trouble. Not a big enough media market. But as he said, it's the region. So we share the region. So I said, okay, well, that's what Dave Hickey's saying. And that's why I've been cautioning everybody, be careful where you get your information. Don't just listen to some blogger. Don't just listen to some message board. Don't just look to what's on Twitter. Look for people that are actually part of these discussions. So Dave Hickey, about as elbow deep in this as you can get, okay? So then let's compare and contrast. And I've been looking for as many different sources that are trustworthy when it comes to this. So one of the guys, and we had him on here, he was the former president of Fox Sports Network. He negotiated a bunch of deals. His name is Bob Thompson. We had an exclusive interview with him. John Canzano, who, if you haven't been following him, you need to. He wrote a piece today called Geeking Out the Media Value of Pac-12 Schools. All right, so he turned to Bob Thompson. He goes, hey, can you give me a media valuation of all the schools in the Pac-12? So I thought this was interesting. So he ranked all the schools out. If you just look at media markets, he said the most valuable piece of property you have right now, or the biggest media markets you have, are Stanford and Cal. 4.3 million household, 0.43 households. Okay? 4.3 million. That's the Bay Area. We knew that was big. The second biggest he put was Washington and Washington State. 2.8 million households for those schools. The next biggest group of households that you could find, he has Arizona State, that he valued at 2.7 million households. That's a lot bigger than I was talking about when I was looking at valuations, and that's why when Hickey said, I'm like, I never thought of it that way. Now I get the former president of Fox Sports Net saying the same thing. Okay, this changes the dynamics of how we look at things. Let's see. After that, Let's see. Washington State were 2.8. Arizona's 2.7. Colorado was 2.2 because that's the Denver market. Oregon State, 1.8 million. And Utah had the smallest media market footprint at 1.1 million. So the strongest school we have football-wise only has a DMA household of about 1.1 million. Interesting, because you would look at Tucson and think that's where we would probably be evaluated if you were just looking at the Tucson television market. But as Thompson and Hickey say, no, we should look at our sphere of influence as the entire state of Arizona, which makes us a little bit more of a player. And in the way he figured this out, if the Pac-12 ends up getting $350 million per year, and you break that out equally, and that's how the Pac-12 does it, every school would get about $32.4 million per school. USC, UCLA, and their new deal are going to get about $75 million per school. Now, if you broke this down and you made it unequal, where the bigger schools that bring the most juice get the most money, and you evaluate what are you worth, and his evaluations were by brand. Let me see, I got it right here. Okay, here's how here's the formula he used to measure this. And again, he's the guy who did the valuations for Fox for their deal, so he gets this. He knows this. This is real stuff from a real professional. Thompson geeked out. I'm reading from Canzano here. Thompson geeked out on the numbers and created a formula to measure market size, television households, football brand, that's a big one, win percentage, Olympic sports, fan support, and finally, men's basketball impact. Remember, when we had Thompson on the program, I asked him, how much of this is driven by football? How much value do you put in men's basketball? It's a 70-30 proposition. Football drives us more than anything else. Fan support drives this. Television households drive this and market size. So, as he put a valuation on this, he values the Washington Huskies as the most valuable team in the Pac-12, and he's going to give them a points value of 36. And the reason we say the points value is I want to explain to you by using the value of if 36 is the high, 10 is the low, and I'll show you where the Arizona Wildcats fall in. So Arizona's the most prestigious brand, brings the most, or excuse me, Washington's the most prestigious brand, brings the most at 36 points. If they were going to split up the money unevenly, Washington would be worth almost $39 million a year. The next biggest school, according to the valuation of what you bring to the table, is Oregon, 34 points. They're number 2, followed by Stanford, 30 points. It's the size of that media market, the 4 million households they reach, double what we can for Arizona. The next one is Arizona State, 25 million, bigger market of the size of the city. Now the television households even up between Arizona and Arizona State, but just the sheer size of Tempe, Phoenix, Mesa, and all the rest gives them more points than the Arizona Wildcats at 25. Utah, again, this is the brand, the success, and it's all driven by football. They're ahead of the Arizona Wildcats. They're worth about 22 points. Again, Washington, he graded out as a 36. Oregon is a 34. Stanford is a 30. Arizona State is a 25. Utah is a 20. Interesting, Cal, he ranked out as a 22. Again, that goes to the size of the Bay Area. Arizona, he ranked out at a 19. So we're on the bottom third of the valuations of school. And again, this is why it's all driven by football. And that's why Jedfish has to win and has to win right now. Washington State comes in next with 16 points. Colorado is 15 points. Again, their football team has been in the doldrums for the longest time. And Oregon State comes up at the very, very bottom, although they've gone to bowl games. The size of Corvallis gives them just 10 points. So, again, Washington's worth 36. Stanford's worth, again, I'll give it to you. I'll run through it all 10 schools real quick. Washington 36, Oregon 34, Stanford 30, Arizona State 25, Utah 22, Cal's 20, the Wildcats 19, Washington State 16, Colorado 15, Oregon State 10. So we're ranked somewhere between the valuation of Cal in the Bay Area and Washington State in the Palouse. If you wanted to break down the money according to these values that he threw out in his metric, Washington State, Oregon, and Stanford would get the lion's share of the money, 38.7. The next group of 3 schools that would make the second tier would be Arizona State, Utah, and Cal, 32.3. The last 4 that would come up would be Arizona, Washington State, Colorado, Oregon State, only worth $27.7 million, so $10 million less than what Washington and Oregon are worth. Makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it, Dragon Ball?
When the numbers sound that simplistic, it makes it almost like you wonder what you were confused about beforehand. When
now
the numbers
this all
get broken
makes
down
sense.
that easy.
Now this all makes sense why we're in the position that we are. We're a great brand. We're a great national brand down here in Tucson. Our basketball program's worth a lot, but football's driving this thing, and that's why, you know what? I'm going to say it again and again and again. The pressure's now on Jed to deliver a winning football program. You just think about this. If you just moved the needle in football, you could jump over Cal and Utah pretty easily and be on par with Arizona State. And that would be worth about $5 million more. Now, that's just the media rights component of this. They're also talking about, and I'm sure there's discussions, how do you split up your postseason money? So obviously Arizona, the Wildcats, are more likely, along with, of the teams that are left in the Pac-12, the team that's most likely to bring in the most money for March Madness is Arizona. Arizona gets their TV money for participating. You get more money every round you advance in the tournament. But that money's split up evenly amongst the 10 schools that was 12. What if you didn't split that money up and you got the lion's share of it, if this is all unequal revenue shares? Then the Cats would be able to make themselves whole pretty quick. If you're able to go to the Sweet 16 every year, if you're able to get to the Elite 8 every year, you're going to be able to catch up and make as much money and have the same worth, if not more, than Washington, Oregon, and Stanford. So Dave Hickey's got a lot of cards he can play, is what I'm trying to say. That's why you need to listen to this program every day, because you heard it from Dave, and now we've got confirmation that all this now makes more sense to me, and I hope to you as well. Dragon Ball. That's a lot to digest. It's a good thing I was an economics major.
Yes, absolutely.
Did that make sense to you?
The numbers make sense now compared to where I was personally sitting in regards to understanding everything. Absolutely, it makes more sense to me.
That's why you listen to this program. That's why I've got a blue check mark. That's why our show is streamed on YouTube, so you can figure this stuff out. And what was the name of the program that you like to watch?
Primal.
All right, coming up, you want to do Dragon Ball's football headlines next?
Yeah, we can go and do that.
All right, and then I do want to throw something
Herrera.
out. That's coming up on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Coloco, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Coloco, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Coloco. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain. Loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Coloco, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Coloco, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Coloco. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Coloco. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Coloco, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Coloco looked like one driving down that was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Coloco screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Coloco. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's a
tied.
Huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berrios. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps up in the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big
Pulling
time.
on the field is a safety.
Yes, that's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Abear. They just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
TCU not going to foul yet. Mathurin looking at Tommy Lloyd. Shot clock at 15. Mathurin back and forth dribble. 10 to shoot now. Long ways from the bucket. Off to Dalen Terry. Terry looking for help. 6 to shoot. Way outside to Mathurin. 3, 2. Mathurin forces the 3 off the rim. No good follow. Koloko jams it home. And the Cats up by 5.
Offensive rebound, and the man of the night, Christian Koloko. 12 of 13 from the field, 28.
All right. After downloading all of that information, I feel a little bit better about the evaluation of Arizona football and the University of Arizona Dragon Ball.
Absolutely.
All right. So if you want to comment, you can. 520-848-1290. Here's basically the bottom line. The University of Arizona, when you're looking at the evaluation, and again, this comes from John Canzano, independent writer now. He's written all kinds of different places, but now he's got his own platform and radio show up in Oregon. But he was using a former executive at Fox to walk through the evaluation of all the schools in the Pac-12. That's why when we keep hearing, why is the Big Ten want Washington and Oregon? Why don't you want Arizona and Arizona State? You look through the evaluation process of what their media rights are worth. It's pretty much spot on of what everybody's been reporting, but nobody's actually told us why. Washington, Oregon worth the most, then Cal, Stanford. Then you look at Arizona right there at the bottom. Last 4 schools left in the Pac-12. And a lot of that is basically, I'll tell you, I'll be candid with you. It's the slippery slope that Tucson's been on ever since folks ran Dick Tomey off. This is all coming back to roost now. So Dick Tomey had you going to a bowl game but not winning the Rose Bowl, and then eventually, okay, we got to move on because we're not getting over the hump. So then you went with John Malkovich, and that was a disaster. Then you went with Stoops. That didn't do anything. Then you went with Rich Rod. That didn't do anything. Then you go with Kevin Sumlin. That didn't do anything. Now Jed Fish is trying to clean up the mess from the last 4 coaches. Well, it's been a 20-year slide for Arizona football. You had the 1 year going to the Fiesta Bowl under Rich Rod. Stoops took you to a Las Vegas Bowl. But other than that, it's not been pretty. And because the football program has suffered so much, the valuation of what Arizona brings to the party on these in realignment has slid proficiently. And that's a perfect example of we have to get football going in the right direction. Football is what's driving all of this. As great as a basketball school this is, football is driving this. If you had a decent football team that would go to a mid-major bowl on a yearly basis, that could go to the Las Vegas Bowl, that could go to the L.A. Bowl, that could go to the Sun Bowl, and then once every 5 years go to a New Year's Six Bowl, you would probably be on the same plane of Cal, Stanford in a market much bigger than ours. If you were challenging for the Pac-12, you'd be worth as much as Oregon and Washington. But if the football team keeps going this way, it's going to be tough to get your valuation high enough that you could call the shots. Your reaction, 520-848-1290. That's a lot to throw out. Again, remember, it's by television household, market size, fan involvement. It's by Olympic sports. It's by winning. It's by Olympic sports. It's by basketball. Those are the criteria. Some of those Olympic sports were off the chart. Basketball, off the chart. Television households, we can hold our own if you look at the entire state of Arizona. But again, 70% of this is driven by the on-the-field or lack of on-field success for Arizona football. It's all up to Jed to rescue this. It's all up to Jed to get this to be a 500 football team. 500 football team going this way, it's not going to help Arizona in this television negotiation. But in 5 years, when the rights come up again, Arizona needs to put themselves in a position of having a good football team and a great basketball team. And, are you going to be the prettiest girl at the dance? 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290. You can text to us. And Dragon Ball, I'll let you read text messages if you want.
Okay.
Text Rich to 520-848-1290. Text Rich to 520-848-1290. I thought that was I thought that was a fascinating piece. And again, I told Dave when he was on. I told Dave Hickey when he was on with us on Tuesday. Wow, I never thought about the total households and television market for the Arizona Wildcats. I was just looking at Tucson, 1 million people. He said, no, it's the entire state. So you can count us as far as television goes. The entire state is our television market. We can't say that about Cal. Cal only has the Bay Area. You don't consider the California Golden Bears part of the LA TV market. You don't consider Stanford part of the LA TV market, nor do I consider USC, UCLA part of the San Francisco media market. I don't look at San Diego State. They're not going to bring you the LA market. They're not going to bring you the Bay Area market. They'll bring you the San Diego market, still top 20. Number for you to join us, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290, the number for you to join us. Or you could text us, 520-848-1290. Text the word Rich. All right, let's go. Let's take a call real quick. Let's go to Christopher on line 1. Christopher, welcome. You're on Wildcats Radio 1290. Bear down.
Rich, we all know you.
Okay. What happened? Oh, did he just hang up on himself? That guy calls all the time, and he's not bright enough to use the phone. Just text next time, pal. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I'll go back to this. I think we clearly understand, and it's completely laid out, why we need football to be successful. If you've heard coaches, I tell you what Mike Candrea says all the time. Mike Candrea said it 20 years ago when I did this show, and he'll say it today. You want to help us? You want to help us? Go buy a football season ticket, because football drives the revenue for the rest of the sports. You want to go, you love Adia Barnes and you want her to be successful. You want to support that team. You go out and buy a ticket to go see Adia, but you really want to support them? Go to a football game. Go to a football game. That's how you help the women's basketball team become successful. You love softball? Go to softball games, but buy a football season ticket. That's what drives everything. It's weird when you think about this. College athletics is on a support system. Jed Fish told me this. There's 2 programs that generate money for all the rest of the programs at the University of Arizona. Men's basketball, football generate enough money for everybody else, because nobody else is self-sufficient where they turn a profit, where they can make themselves whole just on the revenues they bring in. So if you want the entire athletic department to be successful, you buy football and basketball season tickets. You go to football and basketball games, and easily football drives most of it because it's got the biggest potential of revenue, because it's got the biggest stadium and can sell the most seats. You sell those seats, everybody else benefits. When you don't sell the seats, everything else kind of falls by the wayside. And now you really see the valuation of what football needs to mean to a program and how it's driven by football. Now, basketball will help drive this if they go to an uneven revenue balance when it comes to postseason basketball play. Because right now, everything gets split. When Arizona goes and UCLA goes, if Oregon goes to the tournament, they bring them back and they get money back from playing in the tournament, but they take away the expenses, and then you split that money evenly. If you unsplit that money and you give the lion's share of the teams that bring it back, if Arizona makes the tournament, they go to the Sweet 16, instead of giving everybody an equal part of the 12%, then Arizona could get really, really healthy if it's disproportionate, because they bring in the lion's share of that money, but we all split it evenly. And that's the part where USC, UCLA wanted more money. And now we find out the USC's been bellyaching, hey, listen, we're the biggest media market in the whole wide world. Why are we getting the same amount of television revenue that you get in Corvallis? Okay, I get that. But then the flip side of that, USC, you haven't done much in basketball, but you get an equal share of what UCLA and Arizona brings in. It's a two-way street. All right. Number for you to join us, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290, the number for you to join us. All right, I made somebody mad. Keith on line one. Keith, welcome. You're on Wildcats Radio 1290. Bear down.
My friend, I have been listening to you for years.
Okay.
You hit a nerve.
Tell me.
I can't see how you can blame the fans for Dick Tomey leaving. That is not our job. Our job is to tell you how we feel.
Okay.
If we feel that our team is not being coached properly, that's for us to voice our opinion.
Absolutely.
But
I didn't
the
say
AD.
Hold on.
Hold on.
No, take
the
a deep breath.
AD at the time, is that not his job?
Keith, stop. Take a breath. Take a breath so we can have a conversation. Take a deep breath.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. No, just take with me. Ready? Cleansing breath. Woosah. Okay. Let's talk about this. So Dick Tomey, refresh my memory, okay? So Dick Tomey had the program going, and it was at a clip that, you could expect to go to a Sun Bowl, Las Vegas Bowl. You would go to a mid-major bowl all the time, right?
I guess I'm a different type of fan. I was born in the 50s.
Okay.
So I go by how a coach handles his team, how he treats his players,
right.
And honestly, this is something that I don't think your average fan nowadays takes into consideration. I take into consideration how his players talk about him.
Okay.
I have yet to come across, and if it's happened, I haven't heard of it, of a player that played under Dick Tomey that said that he was the reason why the team didn't do this. He was the reason why the team didn't reach this goal or make this bowl. I don't get that.
I think you didn't understand. Maybe I misspoke, but maybe you didn't understand what I was saying. So let me say it one more time. You ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. So Dick Tomey had the Arizona Wildcats, and he got them to a certain level of success, right? He had Desert Storm. There was a 12-1 Holiday Bowl team where Kelvin Ifon was the captain, and you had a certain amount of success for Arizona. But it wasn't enough to get to the Rose Bowl. It wasn't enough to play for a national championship. Arizona was a good, consistent top 20 team. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay. The players that played for him and all the players that I talked to love Coach Tomey. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay, so those two things that we can agree on. The third thing I said was, after a while, people started going, well, is this all we could do? We should do better. And they started asking for more. And Coach Tomey kind of got run out of town because people weren't satisfied being a consistent top 20 team. They desired more. True or false?
Now you bring up my point.
Okay.
I understand the fans saying what they said because 12-1, awesome. And then 2 years after that, I think we were 6-5 and somewhere mediocre, somewhere around there.
There was a certain level, and the team plateaued, and that's as far as they were getting.
I wouldn't even say they plateaued because, as I said, I've been watching Arizona since I can remember watching football in the 60s. There are things that it is up to the AD to make the public understand. If you go back and look at the 2 years prior to our 12-1 season, or not prior, but after our 12-1 season, you will find that we were decimated with injuries.
100%. Not arguing that. I think we're on the same page.
Okay, but then is it not the AD's job? And if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't a year or two after Tommy was let go that he was let go because he didn't do his job. He should have put the message out to the community. Give us a chance. We have something. You know we have something. Have you seen it?
Gotcha. Okay, so let's take this one step further because that was my point. My point was Arizona had a certain level of success. For some folks, it wasn't enough. So they go, well, let's make a big change. Well, be careful because the road to hell is paved with great intentions. The intentions were, we got to build a Rose Bowl winner. And what did you do? You went out and got John Malkovich. What did that do for you? Absolutely nothing. You went out and got Stoops. What did that get you? A Las Vegas Bowl. You went out and got Rich Rod. Yeah, 1 year of something pretty special where you go to the Fiesta Bowl, and after that, nothing. What did you go when you got Kevin Sumlin? Absolutely nothing. What would have happened if people would have been patient and kept Dick Tomey around? Would you be in the situation that you are right now?
Well, let me ask you, I'm going to ask you a favor. Let me give a public announcement on the radio right now from a fan.
Absolutely.
Give Coach Fish a chance. He is got. I've followed this man. I respect him to the utmost. Give him a chance. He is building a winner. Trust me. He's building. I have been, like I said, I was born in the 50s. I've been watching football for a long time.
Right.
A long time.
Okay. So
this man is doing it. Basically, honestly, if you think about it, in the same process, he's doing it like Dick Tomey did it.
Well, here's how I'm going to put it to you. Then, I missed 1 day of camp, so I saw pretty much every practice. Right? I wasn't there from beginning to end, but I usually get there for the majority of practice, and I'd be there for all the media availabilities. My takeaway from camp is the talent level on the University of Arizona football team is about a 180 from last year. The enthusiasm and the guys buying in is completely turned around. The culture's completely changed. The talent level has gotten better. They're bigger, faster, stronger, more athletic. Now it's time for them to ball out. Now it's time for them to play. And I want to be as patient as I can, but I also need to make sure everybody understands that if we're in this realignment war right now, and everything is upside down and topsy-turvy, if you look at what I just talked about with the evaluation of Arizona, the University of Arizona, and the media rights and what we bring to the table, means where we're going to end up playing in Tucson for realignment, football has got to improve in order to make sure you protect everything else at the University of Arizona Athletic Department. Would you agree or disagree?
That is a perfect point because the fans have also got to understand what the school is going through with this realignment. That makes it a whole lot harder. Everybody says, well, you got the transfer portal, you got this, you got that. That's great, but so does all the other schools.
Right, absolutely. So my point was, for Coach Tomey, who's beloved by everybody, right?
Absolutely.
Probably wasn't respected around here when he was in his last 2 years as he should have been, and probably should have been given more of a benefit of the doubt that, yeah, there's going to be cyclical times, and sometimes we're going to go and be 12-1, then we might be 6-7 1 year, and we're going to rebound the very next because you don't have a consistent enough product. But so many people are like, okay, this is good, but we got to get to the next level, so I want to make a change. And they made a change, and you better be careful what you wish for because you ended up with John Malkovich, and you know what a disaster that was.
I will tell you that I think, especially in Tucson, the basketball team spoiled us as fans.
100%.
We went from Coach Olson, if you're right, Coach Snowden, which is when I bought my season tickets for basketball. And I bought my season tickets for Coach Mason. So that tells you how long I've been watching the Wildcats live.
So he goes back to Tony Mason, folks.
I go way back. So we got spoiled when honestly, Coach Snowden semi-started it because we had a decent team.
Is spoiled the right word, or do you have great expectations? See, spoiled is
there. You go.
Yeah, the
great
expectations. The expectations in the standard set by Lute Olson and Larry Smith for football. Once you got outside the Mason mess, and then what Coach told me, they brought the level of expectations up. And
I would agree with that.
And there's something. There's who says it? Joe Madden put this up in the locker room in baseball. Said a mind once expanded will never return back to its original form. Once you get a little taste of champagne, Keith, nothing else is ever good enough. So I get how fans are insatiable, but I also think that somebody has to have a reality check to say, hey, folks, let's appreciate what we have and make sure we're not just going to jerk the wheel for the sake of jerking the wheel because we're so insatiable. You're right. Fans do have to have patience, but I do like the fact that fans are demanding and they want a winner.
I would agree with that. So if you don't mind, let me close out because I do have to run, but I want to tell you something that I learned.
I was going to let you talk the rest of the hour.
I heard this phrase back in 1977 from Coach John Wooden.
Okay.
And I want the fans of Tucson to understand, if you want something different, you have to do something different.
Bingo.
If you want a winner, you got to support a winner through thick and thin. That's how it's built.
You want something different, you got to do something different. You want a winner, and by the way, Keith, that's what disappoints me. We all want a winner. All right, then do something about it. What are you going to do to make everything better today? Keith, what did you do to make the world better today?
I woke up. I do whatever I can. I tell people hi. I'm as courteous as I can be.
Then you know what?
I'm a military veteran. I treat people how I want to be treated.
Then you know what?
And
you made a difference. Right? You made a difference. I try to do something like that. You're helping make a difference. What I get annoyed with is people that just want to sit there and complain all day, but they don't show up for games. They don't support the team. They don't do anything to make a difference, and they get mad when they get the same results.
That's insanity. That's the total definition of insanity.
Where'd you serve?
My friend, I have to run. I appreciate the conversation.
Hold on, ask you a question. Where'd you serve?
I'm in the Army.
All right. Thank you for your service.
Absolutely, sir. And you know what? I've listened to you talk about your son. I totally respect it. I much love and prayers to your son and your family. Thank you.
Thank you, Keith. Take care. Dude, Keith just made my day. It's all fired up. That's a passion that we need to have around here all the time, folks. You need to be more like Keith. You should make up T-shirts, Be Like Keith. All right, coming up, Dragon Ball, I promise we'll get to football headlines, and I got Rich's big old bag of poop. Which would you rather do first? No, I'm talking to you.
We can do the pile there if you want.
No, I won't do that to you. We'll do football headlines next.
Herrera. This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, Goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins. Throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three. Blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it. It's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain. Loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry. Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins. Throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three. Blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it. It's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way. Out to Tabellas. Down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball. Down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's a
tied.
Huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Hello. He's got everybody fired up in the building over here. People are like, yeah. He makes a great point.
Absolutely.
You can't expect things to change if you don't do something different. It's well, whose definition of insanity was that? Was that Einstein's definition of insanity?
I only know that definition of insanity only because of Far Cry 3 and Boss.
What?
It's a video game.
Dive.
No, we're not going down the rabbit hole with that one.
No.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Yeah, I think that's just I believe it was Albert Einstein.
Yeah, that was Einstein's theory of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Right.
Listen, you don't go to the stadium, you don't support the team. How do you expect them to win? Is it the chicken or the egg? Which comes first? Are we going to get success and then everybody's, let me jump on the bandwagon?
Well, in regards to sports, I would argue that that's more so, instead of the chicken and the egg equation, it should be the Field of Dreams equation.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
I don't have Phil. I wish I had Field of Dreams music on my keyboard here. I'd be excited if we had that. How come we don't have that?
I don't know.
I mean, I've got this. If you build it, they will come.
See, I don't know if that music works for that phrase because they built the Death Star.
Right.
Yeah, if they built it, they will come for you is more so the equivalent to that for the Empire.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, I don't think that feels the same way there.
If you build it, they will come. A little better?
A little bit better.
If you build it, they will come.
See, the problem is it speaks over you. That's the problem.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have anything then.
Probably not for that specific line there. No. Okay, this would probably work.
If you build a winner, they will come. Remind me to get the Field of Dreams music for the show.
Right, will do.
But he makes a great point. So how many people are unhappy with Arizona football? Hello, I see a ton of them. Right?
Right.
I see a ton of them. What do you do? And it's tough because it's your money. I get it. I know how expensive it is to go to games. Arizona football games are pretty reasonable compared to other entertainment options you have. And I wonder if you just get bitter because it's been a long time since Arizona was playing meaningful football games. So I get the attitude, but this is our team. This is our pro team. That's why I think it's a combination of both. Okay, I'm going to wave the flag for the University of Arizona, the Pac-12. Come on, let's go out there and support these student athletes. Go out there and support my guy Christian Young. Go out there and get behind Wiley.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have those new promos we did yesterday? Can you grab one of them for me?
I can go ahead and I can pull up one of them here.
Yeah, grab one for me. Okay? These are new promos that are coming up on the station.
Okay.
You got one? All right, go ahead.
Let me go ahead and get these placed in here.
Oh, am I asking you to do something stupid on the fly?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to get all these things taken care of.
Hi, did you just meet me?
All right, so this one we got for a couple of our players coming up here.
So just to remind you that these are student athletes that we're getting behind.
Arizona football 2022. These are your Wildcats.
Jerry Roberts, number 48 linebacker, Cathedral Prep, Erie, Pennsylvania.
Back to throw. Here comes the rush. Steps up. He is sacked. Ripped down inside the 40-yard line. Oh, my goodness. What a hit by Jerry Roberts.
Catch the Cats taking on San Diego State Saturday, September 3rd. This is the home of the Arizona Wildcats. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Give me do you have the Jamari Joyner one?
Yes.
By the way, Dragon Ball produced these yesterday. I thought they were outstanding. Give me the Jamari Joyner one.
Arizona football 2022. These are your Wildcats.
Number 10, Jamari Joyner, wide receiver, Tucson, Arizona.
Joyner will take the snap. Joyner runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So even with 12 guys, they couldn't stop Jamari Joyner.
Catch the Cats taking on San Diego State Saturday, September 3rd. This is the home of the Arizona Wildcats. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
the big thing I take away from that is these are your Wildcats, Tucson. This is your team. What you going to do? How do you support your team? Big question. That's what Keith was asking. Mm-hmm. All right, coming up, we'll do Dragon Balls football headlines. I got Rich's big old pile of poop that I'm going to throw your way. Is that a bad? Is that what we're calling it?
I mean, I remember it being the useless pile of like facts or terms or whatever it was.
Oh, come on!
The first time.
Have you heard this show for the very first time? Come on, you know what we're talking about. Football headlines are next.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's
We're tied.
Huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps out of the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big.
Fully on the field is a safety.
Yes, that's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Abear. They just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
This is David Amata, and here's what's trending on 1290 here at 440. Former Arizona Wildcat Stanley Johnson will have a new home after a recent trade with the Jazz after the Lakers successfully traded for point guard Patrick Beverley that sends Stanley Johnson out to play in Utah. The Diamondbacks will not look to Madison Bumgarner for his next scheduled start after manager Torey Lovullo says was based on a performance issue, and that therefore Madison Bumgarner will sit in his next scheduled start. After reports yesterday broke that Thunder first-round pick Chet Holmgren injured his foot, the team confirmed today that the former Gonzaga star will be out for the year with a Lisfranc injury he suffered at a Pro-Am game. And Tom Brady will be on the field for the Buccaneers in the team's preseason finale after his recent departure from the team for undisclosed reasons. That's what's trending locally and nationally on 1290. Still more to come on the Rich Herrera Show. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Rich Herrera on Wildcats Radio 1290.
I like drumlines. Do you?
I'm not opposed to drum lines. I was actually more of a wind instrument guy myself, so. But that's just me.
I don't think they have battles between wind instruments.
Have you seen jazz flute face-offs? They are fantastic.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I love you so much. I really do. You know, you make my day. Every time we do this show, I look forward to what you want to talk about.
Hey, I'm an interesting and bizarre guy. That's all I can say.
You're all worthless and weak.
But that's why we have you here to balance everything out.
Right.
I'm you know what? I keep going down these rabbit holes with you, and I got to stop.
Yeah, probably for the best here. Probably for the best.
I'm not going to lie, I'm hungover right
now. I know. I just don't want to. Let's just stop. Stop. Let's get to Dragon Ball's football headlines instead of talking about what'd you say, win?
Jazz flute face-offs.
All right, let's just get to football headlines.
Football is a game played by men. Big, physical men. Men with ill intentions who wish to wreak havoc upon their opponents. It's a game based on land acquisition at the expense of your opponent, even if you must sacrifice your own body and health for the good of your team. It can be brutal at times and bloody. It can be painful and punishing. It's played in coliseums in front of rabid, cheering, adoring fans with bloodlust in their eyes. The passion for football cannot be matched by anything else. So to help quench your thirst for all the latest news from the world of football, Wildcats Radio 1290 proudly presents
Dragon Ball's football headlines. Hey, what's a Dragon Ball? Is that a cartoon or something?
No, that's the producer who's going to be reading the headlines. Can you just say the name?
Okay, here's Dragon Ball.
All right, what do you got for me, pal?
First thing I want to go ahead and mention to you comes out of Dallas, Texas. Our dear friend Jerry Jones will be looking for a new starting offensive tackle. Tyron Smith will be going in for surgery for a torn hamstring after a bone came off of his knee.
Ooh.
And yeah, no, this is this was not an easy thing to hear because the description of it did not come off. I initially didn't understand what was going on. Was he getting surgery for a broken kneecap or was he getting surgery for a torn hamstring? And the torn hamstring occurred because a bone broke in his knee. Somehow or another.
Wait a minute, slow down.
The human body is fascinating to me.
So slow down. He had a bone break in his knee.
It was a knee fracture.
Okay.
In his knee.
Well, that's where your knee is.
Yeah,
it's knee fracture.
Well, yeah, it's an avulsion fracture is what it's officially being reported as. Now, the hamstring tendon apparently tore in the back of his knee, or the hamstring tendon in the back of his knee tore off the bone.
Ooh.
So it's not a tear of the muscle.
Because tendons hold the muscles to the bone, right?
Yes. So this was not a tear of the muscle. This was a tear of the muscle off the bone.
So wait a second. So that means he tore the tendon, which tore the muscle off the bone.
Yes.
And that caused a fracture
in his knee.
Ooh, that hurts.
So,
but no, okay. So now I'm mad at you.
Yes.
Because every story we have about someone getting hurt, you go, oh, sad day, sad day. This one I would actually say is kind of sad and painful and gruesome and grotesque at the same time.
Well, you told me to stop being sad about injuries, so I just told you this.
This one I believe.
So the punter who's running wind sprints that tears his Achilles. Oh, you can't be. No, we can't be sad
He's
about
a
that.
punter.
The fact that this guy has his hamstring torn off the bone, it's like, oh, well, we can be sad about that.
Don't you have more empathy for a guy who tore the muscle off the bone,
well, of course,
as opposed to somebody who ruptured Achilles tendon?
Of course.
Yeah, I feel bad for this guy.
Well, no, this was absolutely
horrible.
This was a freak accident that turned into something way, way worse.
Okay,
but
maybe I'm too hard on you.
The thing about it, though, that's interesting is that based on that description, you would assume he was done for the year. He's expected to be out until at least December, meaning that if the Cowboys are in a playoff race, very, very, very unlikely.
What did you say that Jerry Jones is going to demand they be viable?
Yeah, so they need to have a deep playoff race to be viable this year, is what Jerry said earlier this offseason. But the fact is that for as bad as this injury sounds, it sounds like Tyron Smith, who, reminder, probably one of the better left tackles in football, could be back for this team by as early as December. So that
almost might make me root for them. Sorry, Vicky.
Yeah. So needless to say, yeah, that one was just hearing the breakdown of that injury was bizarre.
Ugh.
And
great. So, what else do you have to gross me out today?
Well, nothing to really gross you. I got the gross stuff for later. Right now, I got this out of Tampa Bay. As I just reported in our sports update, Tom Brady is expected to actually play in the Saturday preseason finale for the Buccaneers. And my question is why?
Because he was gone for 10 days in Barbados on a family vacation?
Would you risk this at this point?
Because he's been gone for 10 days.
But they have no offensive line.
Well, he's not going to have any offensive line in the beginning of the season, so he might as well learn how to run.
Again, asking Tom Brady to run is asking a lot, to be completely honest. But the thing is, Rich, and this is why I say this, the Buccaneers, through the first 2 games of the preseason, let's break this down. They have given up 6 sacks through 2 games, including 4 in the last that they had against Tennessee. all 4 sacks were taken by Kyle Trask, who all credit to this kid. He's the only one who's been sacked all preseason for the Bucs. All 6 sacks are on Kyle Trask. So if you're gonna put,
maybe they'll just run the ball. I mean, you got to get them lathered up a little bit.
I mean, you have to, but also this team is not running the ball well in preseason thus far. 88 rushing yards against the Dolphins, and then 93 yards against the Titans, and that was with Leonard Fournette only having to carry the ball 5 times. Keyshawn Vaughn had 10 carries in the last game, so their offense is looking like it's going to be a struggle. I would argue, don't even risk him getting hit. Don't risk him being out there in the preseason finale. No. It's not worth it.
No bueno.
It's not worth it especially against the Colts.
This isn't bueno and no bueno, but I'll tell you this, no bueno.
Yeah, no bueno.
All right, what else do you got?
So this is where I get the gross stories out right now. So this is coming out of Miami. The Dolphins had to cancel their joint practice with the Eagles today because of a quote-unquote stomach bug that has sidelined multiple players throughout the Dolphins organization. Now, the head coach, Mike McDaniel, said that they've got more than a couple players affected with this exhibiting the normal symptoms of what they call a stomach bug. A few members of the staff have also been affected, and it appears to be contagious. So practices officially canceled for the Dolphins because everybody's coming home sick.
That is so bad.
I mean, that's about as schoolyard as you can get for some of those, right? I mean, that's pretty bad.
Oh, so what exactly is it?
Well, that's just it. They don't really describe exactly what it is. It's just being considered a quote stomach bug, and that is literally all they're describing this as right now. Now, that being said, I'm going to be interested to see what happens when these two teams eventually play for their final preseason game, because they will be facing off. I believe it'll be on Saturday.
Right.
So I hope the Dolphins will be healthy enough to play on Saturday. That being said, teams will still have about 80 players left on the roster to go ahead and sort through, so I think they should be fine.
Proceed with caution.
Yeah, proceed with major caution. But
you kind of grossed me out.
Yeah, well, this was my favorite story, and this is why I saved it for last.
Is this one really gross?
Oh, this one's not gross. This one's hilarious.
Okay.
But this also has to relate to joint practices. Rich, who played the Super Bowl this last season?
Rams beat the... I don't know who the loser was.
Bengals.
That's right.
Guess who had joint practices today?
Rams and Bengals?
Rams and the Bengals.
Okay, what happened?
So, these two teams obviously don't like each other because one was able to walk away the victor, the other one walked away the loser.
We suck.
Apparently, Bengals offensive tackle Lyle Collins did not take kindly to something that happened and threw a punch, and then a brawl broke out between both teams, where one of the major sights to behold was Aaron Donald grabbing two Bengals players' helmets and swinging them like maces at people, Myles Garrett to Mason Rudolph style.
Wait a minute. Were they in...
They were in his hands, holding them by the face mask.
Two empty helmets.
Helmets.
Not beating players with another player.
No, he swung and hit other players with these helmets. I don't know if they were the players that lost. I don't know if these were the players who lost their helmets, but players did get hit because Aaron Donald, like I said, he swung these things at people.
Do you realize you could have caused a serious accident here, perhaps even a bloodbath?
Yeah. Who would have thought the two teams that played in the most highly contested Super Bowl, or highly contested game this season, probably shouldn't be having joint practices because emotions could probably run.
Gosh, not again.
It's insanity. And they have a lot of these videos of the brawl because people caught it. A lot of
right now, we are at war.
Yes. The brawl was caught on camera, and like I said, Aaron Donald, it was not a slow lugging whirl. He is chucking this thing at somebody, and he is coming down, like bringing the hammer down on somebody with this helmet in his hand.
Less talk, more action, please.
So don't suspect suspensions or anything like that because this didn't happen in a game. This was joint practices. I don't think the NFL has ever suspended a player for actions that took place during a team practice, even a joint practice. But just a reminder, Myles Garrett was suspended indefinitely for the same action during a game against the Steelers where Garrett missed the final 6 games of the Browns season before eventually being reinstated at the start of next season. So I'd be interested to see what the NFL could or will do with the fact that this was caught on tape. Because, again, we haven't seen any suspensions happen from the Panthers and the Patriots.
You called down the thunder, well, now you got it.
Like, we didn't see any suspensions from the Panthers and Patriots camp fight that happened recently. We haven't seen any suspensions.
No, all right, I got a big question here.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
This is directed at you and only you.
Okay.
So, if you had to be in one scenario or the other, which would be most agreeable to you?
Okay.
Do you want to be? Which camp was it where they were?
Panthers. The Panthers and the Patriots was the one where the fan got run over because of the fight spilled out onto.
No. What was the first one you said that was gross?
Oh, the Dolphins' stomach bug situation.
So would you rather be a dolphin with a stomach bug or would you rather be out there in the brawl between the Bengals
I am touching the beast
and the Rams?
See, because of my size and because of my stature, I can promise you I'm probably a special teams wideout. So
you're a kicker.
I'm probably
you're a punter.
I'm like a dime base. I don't have good flexibility in my legs, so I can't be a kicker.
You're a holder.
I'm probably like a dime base special team corner, probably. So I am way in the back of the mosh pit.
Let the games begin.
I am way in the back of the mosh pit, so I'm technically not really getting in the fight, but I'm going to run up and at least look like I'm trying to, I'll eventually get in there and pull my guys out.
So you want to be in the brawl?
I would rather be in the brawl because I know where I'd be in the brawl.
As opposed to
a stomach bug. I would rather not be sick. I'd rather just be watching something and trying to help.
But what if Aaron Donald saw you and came swinging?
I would curl up into a ball. Like that being said,
To another edition of Thunderdome!
I wouldn't even need to see Aaron Donald coming at me with a helmet. I just need to see Aaron Donald coming at me, and I'm going to give myself up and take the sack. I'm not doing that.
Because it's a big brawl. So Donald's got the helmets and he's swinging.
No.
And he's coming at you. What do you do?
I drop to the ground because I know that it wasn't me who started. I know it wasn't me who started the fight.
Doesn't matter.
It does to me. I can drop to the ground.
Have you ever seen a melee? People are just throwing punches.
I know, and I go ahead and I drop. What do they tell you when you run into a brown bear? Is you curl up in a ball and you pretend to be dead. Just stay there.
They tell me you're a man with true grit.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I will absolutely just curl up into a ball and be like, whatever you want, Aaron Donald, whatever you want.
I told you the story about Riggs in the melee in New York.
And I'm proud of you.
He's just standing there.
I'm proud of you and Riggs.
He's just standing there, and all of a sudden, the brawl gets towards him. He wasn't planning on being in. He wasn't talking trash. And all of a sudden, kaboom!
And I am proud of you and Riggs for standing and defending yourselves in a situation like that. But at the same time, for me, I'm not doing it. Absolutely, I'm not doing it.
But the brawl could come to you. No. So your choice is
I curl up in a ball and
let me just put. Here's your two choices. You're getting sick to your stomach with a stomach bug that is going to destroy your intestines.
Right.
Or you're going to be stuck in the middle of a brawl.
I am touching the beast.
And all of a sudden, it could just blow up on top of you, and you're getting hit over the head by Aaron Donald, whether you want to or not.
I'm telling you right now that wouldn't happen because as soon as the brawl collapses,
this is my
I drop on the ground.
This is my fantasy, so I'm telling you, you're going to get either getting hit by Aaron Donald.
It's your fantasy, but I'm telling you that's not happening with me. I'm as soon as I see the waves coming in, I'm like, okay, just drop.
My fantasies have changed as I've gotten older.
Have they now?
My fantasy before, Kate Upton. My fantasy now.
Well, she's married now.
Yeah, I know. My fantasy now, Dragon Ball in a brawl with Aaron Donald.
No, absolutely would not happen. I respect that man too much. And
All
by
right.
respect, I mean fear.
All right, coming up next, Rich's big pile of stuff.
Rich Herrera. This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments for the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's
We're
a
tied.
huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps up in the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big time.
Early on the field is a safety.
Yes, that's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Hebert. They just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
You know, it's not easy to do this radio show, Dragon Ball. This is a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I'm exhausted. It's Friday. I'm not working this weekend on CBS. I'm back. What do I have? I think I have Wednesday and Thursday next week, and then I have Sunday and Monday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I've got a couple shows. I got 4 shows coming up on the network in the next week. But I don't have to work this weekend. So I'm going to party like a rock star.
There you go.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Want to know why?
Because you got your kid in town.
Because Riggs is coming to town. He's like, Dad, what should I wear when I get off the plane? I said, what do you mean? And he said, Dad, we are going to Gentle Ben's and we are going to party like rock stars. I'm like, dude, I'm 50 years old.
That's dangerous.
And he said, it's going to be just like Vegas. I said, Vegas? We got into a brawl. We spent way too much money, and we got yelled at by your mom when he gets home. He goes, yes, that's what we're going to do. I'm like, oh. I said, you need to be well rested when you go to Japan to get on your next ship. Oh, no. Dad, it's on.
I wish you the best of luck, sir.
Oh, man. Luckily, he's only home for I don't know how long he's home. He doesn't know yet either. He hasn't got his travel orders to when to report to Japan. So I don't know, like 3 or 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I'm done staying out all night, drinking every night, I'll stay up all night working on CBS Sports Radio.
Yep.
And then I'll get ready for the first football game of the season.
Busy.
Busy.
Staying busy.
All right. The reason why this radio show isn't easy to do, because of what? We have VIP callers that could just throw the whole show into a tailspin.
Yes, there are.
You know, we've made this commitment. There's a couple people that are big contributors to the show. You can earn a VIP status by calling in a lot, and there's a couple that we just hold up in such high esteem that whenever they call, I just drop what I was going to do. So I was going to give you Rich's big old pile of poop, but instead, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but we're going to just drop everything for VIP callers because they call in and they pretty much own the show, right?
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
You won! You did it! You did it! I knew you would! I just knew you would!
All right, calling in on line 1, Paul in Phoenix, one of the greatest callers of all time to Sports Talk Radio. You are on Wildcats Radio 1290. I told you I'm tired. You're on Wildcats Radio 1290. Welcome, Bear Down.
Rich and Dragon Ball, Bear Down, gentlemen. But first and foremost, and more important than Bear Down, I want to just please share with your son, thank you for his service, and please tell your son to take care of his dad this weekend. You two take care of each other. Okay.
Yes.
That's all I ask.
Now, you remember what happened when we went to Vegas and he got sucker punched and I had to pull him out of a melee. I'm hoping that doesn't happen this weekend.
No, it's not going to. In fact, I would not be surprised if you guys don't pay for a drink this weekend.
I hope not. That would be nice.
That'd be kind of nice.
Although
nice.
Paul, he's got this mustache, and he's watching, by the way, right now on YouTube, on his ship. He's got one more day on the ship. He gets off the Golden Bear. He flies home, and then we don't know when he's supposed to be or where he's supposed to go in Japan. He just knows he's got to be there on the 1st. But since he's been away, when he's at the academy, all the midshipmen have to be clean shaven. So once they go out to sea, he let his hair grow. He grew a bad mustache like Rooster at Top Gun. So I told him, I said, where are you going to put that mustache? He goes, what do you mean? I go, I don't want that in my house. It scares me. Do I have to shave before I come home? I said, no, you're 21. You're going to be 22. You can have whatever you want. And if you want to look like your face is dirty, I'll just put up with it. So I'm looking forward to seeing him.
You know what? Buy him a razor. And just put it on his nightstand and say, "Son, you haven't seen one of these in a little bit, but just let's go out." The ladies like the clean shaven boy. That's what they like.
And then when he was out at sea, he started wearing a bandana around his neck so he doesn't get the back of his neck sunburned. So my nephew's calling him Scoops Ahoy from Stranger Things. So I said, "All right, Scoops Ahoy and his mustache is coming home."
Oh boy! Oh man! If I could be a fly on the wall down at Gentle Ben's this weekend.
It's going to be on. It's going to be on.
That's good. I look forward to Facebook pictures, no videos.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, okay. So, Rich, I told Dragon Ball, and I called him by his first name, and I know his first name. But you guys are great, okay? But I please, you can excuse me and say, Paul, you don't need to call in every day next week.
Yes,
but
you
after the call from Keith, okay. That fired me up, and we need more people like Keith. There are a lot of people out there right now in Tucson and maybe Phoenix or wherever they are around the globe that are on the fringe that totally feel passionate like Keith, okay? But they don't call in necessarily. Blah, blah. But you know what? That's what we need more of. I tell you what, just a couple simple little stories, because I, like Keith, I wasn't born in the 50s. I was born in the 60s. I've been a Wildcat season ticket holder because I lived in Phoenix, but since the time I went to school back in the early 80s, and I've had season tickets ever since, right? Well,
you're Section 25, right?
Yes, sir.
See, I remember.
You got it.
I met a guy Section 22 today. He was like, bear down, go Cats.
Yeah, see, we're there. There's a lot of us, and we need to bring our family members. I told Dragon Ball, I said, $70 for a season ticket, that's $10 a game. I'm doing simple math, right? Can you go to a movie for less than $10? Top Gun, maybe, when it's on the secondary screen, right?
Right.
Come on. But folks in Tucson, now's your opportunity to support these kids. But I go back to the days when I kind of grew up with Tony Mason. You remember back in the day, okay? And I remember as a kid, my friend and I, he took me to the Fiesta Bowl in 1979. We lost the game 16-6 or 16-7, whatever it was. And back in the day, they let anybody go on the field after the game. We're on the field. And I told my friend, I've got to go get a Wildcat because I'm a Wildcat fan, and my friend's an ASU guy, okay? So that's okay. We'll excuse him.
Good.
I walk up to Hubert Oliver, and I get, Hubert, I'm a 16-year-old punk kid. Can I have your wristbands? Absolutely. Handed them to me. My friend, he went over and picked out a Pittsburgh Panther guy. I'm like, oh, who'd you get? He goes, I don't know. He's a freshman quarterback. Who is he? I don't know. Some guy named Marino, Dan Marino. Little did we know. Think back about that. We had no clue. Anyway, so then you go to the days of Coach Tomey, and God bless him. You know, Coach Tomey did everything right for the kids.
He used to have the brown bag lunch where he goes sit with the students, right?
He did it. He was wonderful, and that's what we need more. And and you can look it up. I'm probably maybe boasting, but I believe, Rich, that night that we lost to ASU, and everybody's, Tomey needs to leave, blah blah blah. And then I think a few days or whatever, they let him go. I was the last caller on the call-in show, and I said, Tucson, be careful what you wish for.
Bingo.
Because if we cut him loose, look what we get. And we ended up with John Makovic. Are you kidding me? Anyway, But where I'm going with this is, I'm so passionate. If it's okay with you, I want to call in every day. I want to stir the pot.
Yeah.
I want people to show up because I look forward to the time when I have an extra ticket in my pocket and I walk down right there near where all the tailgaters are, and I walk to some of my guys who I've kind of become not friends with, but they recognize me. I say, how much for a ticket? And back a few years ago, it was like, oh, I'll give you $10 for 2 tickets. Like, what? Well, now I'm going to look at them and go, hey, I've got 2 tickets. I'll take $45 a piece or $40 a piece.
Bingo.
And you know what? They might buy them, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get them, family members, make them go to the games with me. So everybody out there,
I'm looking forward to people making a bigger tailgate family.
Yes.
So like there's the Catalina Mafia that I've gotten to know. You're going to come hang out with us. There's guys that are across where we do the pregame show. I want to have a bigger tailgate family. I want more people out there. I want more people that look forward to seeing their Saturday football family. Do you ever see the movie Fever Pitch?
I have not, sir.
If you go watch the movie Fever Pitch, it's a remake.
Okay.
It's Jimmy Fallon, Drew Barrymore, but in the movie, Jimmy Fallon's character is a fanatic for the Red Sox, and he talks about his summer family because he had season tickets to Fenway Park, and he had never missed a game in his life. And he talked about them, that they were his summer family. He looked forward to being with them each and every game, and then when the baseball season was over, they would go back and do whatever they did to the winter, and then they came back and they reunited with this summer family. I would like to see Tucson have a fall family, or like you are in Section 25. Yep. I told Jed, and he kind of thought it was a cool idea if you guys dress up like the fishermen.
I like that idea. I'm still working on that.
For Section 25. And my buddy who I saw this morning who's at Section 22. That's your family. And those are the people that you have relationships with, and they're superficial and they're silly, but they mean something because it's you out there being part of something bigger than yourself every Saturday. Yep.
And, isn't that so funny? Because that's exactly how we are in Section 25. And, it's weird when you walk back into the stadium. When I walk back in the stadium for Mississippi State, there'll be familiar faces. They'll be like, hey, oh, you're back. Hey, you're back. We don't know each other's names.
Right. Hey,
but
it's the old, hey, you're back. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that, to me, that's kind of cool. It really is. It's kind of cool. So I tell you what, the whole tailgate thing, I love it. I used to make my wife drag her down there. We used to do tailgates for everybody when our kids were going to school there. Yeah, back in the 2007 to 12 type of thing, and that was a lot of work. But I'm looking forward. I will definitely hook up with you for a tailgate somehow, some way. I know you're working your radio show, but I look forward to the time when I can get a picture with Rich Herrera and my grandkids, because I'm taking them to family weekend, which is Oregon. Okay, so I'm going to take my grandkids. You need to get a picture with them, and I want everybody to use it as an opportunity to make a memory. Because you know what, this team, and I told Dragon Ball, I said, what if this team if it falls apart and we don't do that well this year? Okay, but what if this team does well,
right,
and surprises us? Do you know that bandwagon? We're going to need extra wheels for the bandwagon. We're going to need reinforced shocks. We're going to need everything. Because this town is just ready, and I'm so excited. I'm so pumped up. So you know what? I hate to break it to you. You're probably going to hear from me tomorrow if you're working tomorrow. I think Dragon Ball said you are. You are.
No,
okay.
I'm working.
You'll probably hear from me tomorrow, and you'll probably hear from me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I can't wait till next Saturday.
I look forward to it. I really do.
Rich, you're the best. Dragon Ball, you guys are the best. I love JW, Kelvin. Glenn, all those guys, and Mr. Jeffries, Brian, you know what? Fans, come out. This is going to be fun. Jed Fish, he's not doing this because he's bored. He's not doing this because I want an opportunity. No, he knows this is his opportunity. He is one smart cookie, and I tell you what, let's let him see what he put together. Let's enjoy it. Let's support him. I love the Can't Stop Believing at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter with the new light show. It'd be cool. I don't know if they can drop the lights in the stadium, but if they can, I bet
let's
they will.
make it big enough that Steve Perry rolls in.
That'd be cool.
Right?
That'd be cool. That's
like
right.
I've been at Fenway Park and watched them singing "Sweet Caroline"
and Neil Diamond.
That's pretty awesome. At the Swamp, if you ever seen the video of the Swamp of singing Tom Petty, "I Won't Back Down." Wisconsin has "Jump" that they play at the beginning of the third quarters. Okay, I'll tell you something just because we're friends.
Yeah.
I've been so jonesing for college football. Sitting back in my office just wanting to feel like I'm a headbanger in a college football kind of way. I was watching Dragon Ball, saw this like a month ago. Right before camp started, I wanted to like just get it in my head, just start living it. So I grabbed all those videos on YouTube. So I watched and just blared it down the hallway, made everybody mad. The Tom Petty, "I Won't Back Down" being sung by the entire Swamp in Gainesville. And then I started watching the first game back with Gus Johnson on Fox in the jump around from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And then I was watching that and all the rest of these great things. Just, I want that so bad for Tucson.
You and me both. Let's do it. Lots of family history. Let's build a memory. Let's build some more memories. We've got some good ones. Let's build some great ones. How about that?
Love
Rich,
it.
as always, bear down, Dragon Ball, bear down. Guys, I'll probably talk to you tomorrow.
Perfect. Talk to you then.
Thanks,
See you,
guys.
bud.
Talk to you.
That's a VIP collar. So because he called in, I don't have time to get to the big bag of poop.
Oh, boy.
You're disappointed.
I was kind of looking forward to seeing what exactly you had in mind.
Can I serve it a day old?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Today's program is brought to you by PGA Tour Superstore, located right here in Oracle and Limberlost. If you're a golfer, there's only one place to go for all your golf needs. And literally when I say that, they have everything except for the fairway. They have everything. You want to test out a new putter? They've got a putting green. You want to test out your driver? They've got bays where you can hit golf balls in the middle of summer in the air conditioning. You need new clubs? They have custom club fitters. You want instruction? They actually have PGA instruction inside the store. That's why it's called PGA Tour Superstore. And if you're looking for the biggest selection of golf equipment, whether it's new clubs, putters, drivers, wedges, you're looking for shoes, you're looking for clothing, accessories, they have it all right there at everyday low prices. But I'm going to make it one step better for you, okay? They're a big, big, big proponent of building the game of golf and teaching the game of golf and supporting the game of golf in Southern Arizona. That's why they sponsor our Saturday golf show. But they're even going to do one up for that. They're going to help you get out there and play. So if you have some needs, tell you what, go into PGA Tour Superstore, Oracle and Limberlost. Tell them you listen to this radio show, and they'll take $20 off a purchase of $100, $50 off a purchase of $250. Now, Pink Titleist, FootJoy not included. Everything else in the store, you could get a great discount just simply for listening to this radio show and telling them that you listen to our show when you roll into PGA Tour Superstore. Don't forget, Saturday morning, Jesse Crow and I host a show, 1 hour, dedicated to Tucson golf. And Dragon Ball knows our special Saturday guest, Brett Boone. Booney, I was telling him about the show. He goes, I want to call in. So Brett Boone's calling in to talk about his golf game on Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. It's going to be cool. All right, coming up, I got to give you my Mount Rushmore because corporate made me. They say millennials like lists. Dragon Ball likes lists, right?
I'm not opposed to them.
That's next on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain. Loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's hot! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. That was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ball game. Matherin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's
tied.
A huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps up in the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big.
Love lists because they don't have the attention span to pay attention to anything else.
I hate bullets. Fine. If I got to do one stupid thing, then we'll do a stupid Mount Rushmore.
Wildcats Radio 1290 is proud to present Rich's Mount Rushmore of Sports. Because it was 100% Rich's idea and wasn't shoved down his throat by some corporate suit who told him he had to do it. So here is today's list of things that belong on Rich's Mount Rushmore on Wildcats Radio 1290.
You know, I don't appreciate you recording our telephone calls and then playing them back on the air.
That was not our telephone call.
Well, I don't appreciate somebody recording. I come off as being grouchy at everybody.
When it comes to your lists and things like that, maybe.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to do this, but corporate said millennials like lists.
They do?
They don't have the attention span to sit and pay attention to somebody actually having a conversation.
They don't. They really don't.
Squirrel. Shiny object.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Nah, Twitter's the big one.
Are you a big Twitter guy?
No, I'm not.
See, that's why you have a life.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, you hang out with me every day. All right, it's time to get to Rich's Mount Rushmore because they said I've got to-do list. All right, so I wanted to get to this yesterday, but I didn't. But this goes to what Paul in Phoenix was saying. It's time to get behind the Cats, folks. And I've explained it to you. That you play a part in this. The more support the Cats get for football, the better off they're going to be in all this realignment. So I was walking through. If the Cats going to get to 500 Dragon Ball, there's 4 games they have to win and a couple they got to steal.
Right.
So here are the 4 games. This is my Mount Rushmore. The 4 games the Arizona Wildcats need to win this season. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
November 19th, Wazoo, Washington State. Washington State is a team that went to a bowl game last year. They got a new hotshot quarterback, but they're playing here in Tucson, right? So they got Cameron Ward that everybody talked about, but we have Jaden DeLora. That is a game. Jaden DeLora is going to be a leader for this team. Jaden DeLora is going to put this team on his back, and this team needs to respond for Jaden and beat his old club, Washington State. If Arizona has 4 games that they must win, this is one of them. Washington State, by the way, not to be negative, but there is a horrible stretch for the Cats. Beginning on the 8th of October, you take on Oregon. Then you go to Washington. Then the University of Spoiled Children come to town. Then you get Utah. Then you get UCLA. You could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in a row against ranked opponents. If Washington stays where we think they will be, Oregon's going to be a top 25 team. Washington could. USC will. Utah will. And I think the UCLA Bruins will because they have such a soft schedule. You're going to be on a 5-game losing streak at that point, more than likely. It could happen. You got to beat Washington State before you get to the final game of the season. All right. September 17th, North Dakota State University. If you want respect, you've got to earn respect. What does Ric Flair say?
Well, I don't know if I can go ahead and I can say it as good as the man can say it.
But to be the man, you got to beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here. I'm the man.
All right. If you're the Arizona Wildcats, you take on North Dakota State. You lost to an FCS school last year. You can't lose to another one. North Dakota State is the best small school in America. They're the best college football team in the football championship series. But you're a Power 5 school, Arizona. You have to win this game. You cannot lose back-to-back years to FCS schools. So that's one of the 4 games that are on my Mount Rushmore. Okay? Another game the Arizona Wildcats have to win. San Diego State, September 3rd. Why? Because at the beginning of the season, Arizona's got all this energy. Arizona's got all this momentum, all this enthusiasm coming out of camp. In order to keep that going, you got to have a great start against San Diego State. And again, you need momentum. You need people buying in. You need fans getting excited. You go out and lay an egg against San Diego State, you're going to have more cowbell than you know what to do with Mississippi State comes to town, North Dakota State, on the road at Cal and Oregon. Before you start that 5-game march through Oregon, Washington, USC, Utah, and UCLA, you got to get some games under your belt in the beginning of the season and give yourself a chance to get to 500. You got to beat San Diego State. You're a 6-point dog. That's a winnable game. That's a winnable game. That's a winnable game. And finally, you know the one game that has to be on that Mount Rushmore of games the Cats have to win this year. Friday, November 25th, Tucson, Arizona, the Territorial Cup versus Arizona State. Need I say more? That is your Mount Rushmore of games the Arizona Wildcats need to win this season. All right, coming up, we'll have the best of the program. Dragon Ball's got one more update for you. Hey, we're getting closer and closer. You realize next week, it's on, baby. It's on. We'll be getting ready for San Diego State. I'm Rich Herrera. That's Dragon Ball. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our web.